that you haven't effectively heard at this point, Honda set the bike business ablaze Wednesday with the declaration of its 2019 CRF Rough Terrain, Motocross and Double Game. Yes, you read that right, Double Game model lineup. While updates and changes to current models are continually energizing and invited news, the declaration of the all-new CRF450L is something that truly shocked us, and should make some huge waves in the bike world. Honda has dependably been known as one of, if not the most preservationist makers, so for Big Red to advance out and think outside the box like this is really great. I will put it all out there and say, I think Honda has assumed a part in pretty much every rider's story and first experience with motorcycling somehow. Experiencing childhood with XRs and afterward CRFs, it absolutely improved the situation. Being able to legitimately ride on any rough terrain, as any double game rider can confirm, is a major ordeal, and it really opens up a universe of chances. You would now be able to go essentially wherever you need. Nobody likes getting seized by the police, told they can't be someplace, or more awful, getting their bicycle appropriated for not being road legitimate. Ask me how I know. The excellence of the CRF450L, however, is that not at all like other double games available. Put something aside for the KTM XCF and Husqvarna Fe models, like the Suzuki Dr. Z400, DR650, Kawasaki KLR650 or Honda XR650L, the 450 liters has more real dirt bike DNA than the others. This basically means higher execution capacities. Look at the spec sheet contrasting the 2019 Honda CRF450R, X and L beneath. You'll see that, generally, every one of the essentials are the same. The CRF450L is lighter than even the two littlest 250cc double games set above. On the blacktop, you won't see the weight to such an extent, however on the trail is another story. For the more no-nonsense double game folks, the 450 liters can get considerably lighter with the expulsion of all the EPA stuff like the charcoal canister and substantial suppressor, and that is also the execution picks up you'll receive. Consequently, a win-win on the off chance that you ask me. While we don't prescribe or embrace doing that, it will be the principal thing any valid 4x4 fan or imminent purchaser would do. I know I would, and perhaps plan to now. Who knows? The previously mentioned double games can handle most light-going dirt road romping and fire streets effortlessly in a more direct landscape and stockish trim, as well, beyond any doubt. For what reason not? Yet the CRF450L ought to have the capacity to hang with the genuine dirt bikes through the gnarly stuff, no issue. Before you say alternate bicycles can do what genuine dirt bikes can do, realize that generally I concur with you, and yes, the XR650 has ruled Baja previously. Any bicycle in the correct hands is able to do pretty much anything. I've even observed a XR650 run submerged, live, totally submerged, deplete burbling and everything, and for a great deal longer than I would have ever envisioned. A couple of kicks later and it returned to life. That is a Honda for you, child. Then again, perhaps you're not a major rough terrain rider, and would rather slap somewhere in the range of 17s on and transform it into a supermoto. You'd have our approval, that is without a doubt. The measure of fun you can have on a supermoto ought to be illicit. Simply joking, yet with everything else gradually getting to be banned nowadays, we're shocked the fun police haven't blown the shriek on motors, yet. So get after it while you can. The 2019 Honda CRF450L is relied upon to end up accessible in September, and $10,399 may seem like a pretty penny, however you can't put a cost on every one of the spots you could go in the measure of legitimate fun you could have on this thing all the while. With two arrangements of haggles, you could have a definitive cruiser. Just sayin'.